5th edition of our very special event, a truly unique forum for discussing European development policy. What is very important in this forum? That is together with the development community. Well, it's an absolutely unusual year, an unusual event this year, because it is a European year for combating poverty and social exclusion. And we know very well, we fight against world global crisis. So, against the background of the global crisis, it gave urgency to our political choices, which would ensure that people in Europe, but also in other regions of the world, will be able to live more in prosperity, because for prosperity it's really a long way, and not in poverty. What is very important from the perspective of this summit as well? Stability and security in all the countries, respect for rule of law, common values, and as a result, economic growth, and as a maybe end yet result, creating jobs. What is a guiding rule for all of us? Mr. President Barroso just has said about that. It's of course solidarity. We have been developing this idea in the European Union. It is not an easy task, especially in the crisis time, solidarity. But we need solidarity. It is more important than ever. And it is important not only for Europe, and definitely not only in Europe, but all around the world. What is needed from our perspective, European Parliament? 4 points, very short. Ambitious policies are not about lofty terms. What do we need together with them? To be effective, to be coherent, sustainable, focused, innovative, as it was underlined by President Barroso, and people-oriented. And being accountable to our citizens, members of the European Parliament, we have a strong obligation to ensure that our policies are efficient, that every euro is well spent. And point number 2, very important, coherence between our policies. It is our homework, of course. Then, how to implement the proper financing mechanisms, maybe some innovative forms of financing for sustainable and inclusive development is point number 3. 4, in the end, it is our partners in the developing world who take the main responsibility for the political choices and for the development. We have obligation, let me end with such a statement. We have our obligation to the people in your countries, in our European Union, people of Europe, the people of the least developed regions or less developed regions of our world, to the future generations as well, very important. We must invest in our common future, and we